like it sometimes.
And we are live. Good evening, everyone.
Hi.
How are you? So, my name is Sarami, and I'm here again to talk about something that is very personal to me. And with me here on set today is Sharon. So, Sharon, welcome and thank you for joining me here today. You can introduce
So
yourself.
much. Thank you, sis. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Thank you if you're going to come back and watch the replay. My name is Sharon, and yes, we are digital business mentors, and we're here to talk about life.
Yes. So, the first question I have today is: have you ever had a big dream, a
Mhm.
very clear plan of something you wanted to achieve? You had that strong nudge within you, but somehow you realized that time passed and nothing happened. This may be even
Hmm.
something you were even very much excited about. Sharon, I'm sure you can relate to this, right? There's some things in
Yes.
your life that you thought, oh, this thing I'm
Hmm.
just gonna go ahead, like nothing's
And do
stopping me
it.
like that. But you realize that you look back and those things did not actually come to pass,
Hmm.
right? And then you start to question yourself,
Why?
what happened? So Sharon, maybe you can take it from there. Like, what happened? Have you ever audited this kind of scenario? Right? Because there are many reasons, right? There are very many reasons why people do not actually fulfill whatever it is that maybe God has placed in their hearts, right? But at the end of the day, I want us to narrow it down to one, which is going to be, people. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to share this from a perspective of somebody else's experience, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, this person is one of those people that never keeps his mouth shut.
Mm.
Whenever they want to embark on a journey, for example, or, they
Mm-hmm.
want to embark on a journey, it could be about studies, exam, traveling, or anything.
Right.
Their mouth is always wide open.
Open.
Their
Mm.
mouth is always like if they haven't shared it with someone, they have not
Mm.
started.
Mm-mm.
Do you understand?
Mm.
And it just kept happening and it kept happening and they never learned their lessons. Not until the one that affects most of us, especially
Mm.
where we're coming from, is
Mm-hmm.
when you get to a point where you have decided to, let's say, migrate to another country from
Country.
where you
Yes.
are. That
Yes.
is a very sensitive kind of scenario where
Yeah.
you don't need to be told that when you are
Mm-hmm.
trying to embark on this kind of journey,
Mm-hmm.
it is not everything, it's not
Here
everybody that you go and share that kind of vision,
with.
quote and unquote, with,
Mm-hmm.
and then this person tries to share everything and tries to share it with people with clean hearts, like thinking, maybe they're going to applaud him, maybe they are thinking that I've gotten there, they think I'm now exposed, they think, maybe
Mm-hmm.
I'm rich enough to embark on this kind of
Yeah.
journey. But
Yes.
somewhere along the line, things didn't work out. And then he starts feeling so bad. He starts feeling, like he starts feeling disappointed, basically, that
Mm.
I did everything right. Like I
Yeah.
had I had everything covered up. I had the
Mm-hmm.
finances covered.
Yeah.
I made plans. Like I made sure that the visa, like everything was supposed to be covered.
Everything
Like
was
I
on
was just
point.
supposed to go there and they stamp my passport. But that
Mm.
didn't happen because they ensured that he covered all his tracks. And truly, like money wasn't the problem. Everything just checked off.
Mm.
But somehow along the line, we don't just know what happened.
Mm.
But when we sat down and we just started reflecting and talking about it, we someone just asked him a question: who did you tell? And then he
Mm.
was speechless. He couldn't talk because he couldn't even recount the number of people that he has told.
Okay.
So he couldn't even account
Couldn't
for,
even
say,
pinpoint.
I told this,
Yeah.
because
The whole world
at that
knew.
circle, exactly, we knew that he's a talker.
Mm.
He's not a keeper.
Mm.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So there and then, I guess just that question that someone asked him, who did you tell? I think that question actually now made him, it actually even answered the question. Like, we didn't need to hear the answer from him again.
Mm.
When you ask someone a question and the person is just quiet and now
Yeah.
sober and
Yeah.
reflecting,
Yeah.
so there and then he didn't need anyone to tell him that you need to not say everything to everyone at all
Yes.
times. There are
Yeah.
certain things that don't need to be heard.
Yes.
There are certain goals you don't need to share. There are certain visions you don't need to share
Until,
because you don't know exactly until they mature. It's just
because
like
that's where discernment comes in, right? Like being discerned.
exactly. It's just like a pregnant woman. A pregnant
Mhm.
woman, don't you don't need to announce the
No, never,
pregnancy,
never.
especially from where we are coming from. Pregnancy announces itself,
Yes.
you know.
Yeah. Okay. Thank
So
you so
yeah.
much. Yeah. I mean that like that's a very I mean, this is a life lesson, right? Because even you too, I'm sure
Mm-hmm.
if you think back carefully, you will remember some things that you had said and eventually the thing fizzled that like it didn't work the way you
Exactly.
probably
For
had.
sure.
I
I
have like a couple of experiences like that, right?
for sure,
and
sis.
this is me tying it to like I was telling Sharon before we got on this meeting right now. I actually read the story of Joseph today.
Mm-hmm.
And it Joseph's story actually capitalizes everything concerning what we just discussed now. Not everybody is
Mm-hmm.
meant to hear your dream, especially if it is one that those people are not even carrying the same dream like you. They do not share the
Exactly.
vision with you. They were not there when
Mm-hmm.
told you this or told you that. They did not have that nudge in their spirit when you saw what you saw or when you felt
Exactly.
what you felt. So it is up to you to protect whatever it is that you already have, because that's where how dreams die.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, dreams just
Mm-hmm.
they fade away so quickly, right? Just
True.
because you're not discerning of keeping things. Yes, some of us we have really learned the hard way. I know I have learned the hard way in some of those instances, right? And I'm
Mm-hmm.
now more
Mm-hmm.
discerning, and that's the reason why we're bringing this here today. I was actually listening to somebody today who was talking about the fact that when she started her digital business, she's so grateful that she didn't. She, in fact, they first of all told other people, asking for opinions from other people, and we're taking it to business here because this is what happens to many people. We've seen it in this community where some people, maybe it's their spouses that didn't want them to start the
Yeah.
business, and maybe they hid and
Mm-hmm.
started the business, right? Some people, it's their
Mm-hmm.
friends who were probably laughing at them or, just misunderstanding what the potential they saw concerning this business. We're here to ask you, what is that nudge within you that you know that this might probably work if I try, but the noise
Mm.
around you have not let you focus. The noise around you have distracted you, and you're still
Mm-hmm.
procrastinating. You're not trying to start yet. You're postponing your future because see, a seed that is sown in the ground will still
Mm.
take. If it's 1 year that seed was supposed to produce, it will still produce in 1 year. So don't press snooze
Mm-hmm.
on your vision, on the thing that God has said you should do. This is the beginning of the year. We're here to charge you up, right? To make you understand that you can actually start today as long as you set your mind to do it. Just audit the noise around you, pray about it, and take action. Sharon, what do you have to say?
Well, you've said it all. However, I just want to ask, and speak to someone who might be watching this video.
Yeah.
If you come across an opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
who who do you share it with and
Yeah.
why?
Mm-hmm.
So two questions. Who are you sharing it with? Okay, let's say for example, like you said, there are people that you know they have come across like an opportunity, a business opportunity or something. Maybe
Yeah.
they are married
Mm-hmm.
and their spouses are not in agreement with it. At the end
Mm-hmm.
of the day, in this our in this part of our world, right, where
Yeah.
we know that our bills are crazy, we know
Crazy.
that we all want financial freedom for
Mm-hmm.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Ask yourself, what do you really want? Why do I want this? Like you
Exactly.
rightly said, there is someone who came across this opportunity. Her husband wasn't in support of it. She went ahead and did it because
Mm-hmm.
we all know that in this part of our world, you don't need anybody's approval to do certain things. You are
Yeah.
a full grown woman that has children, that
Yes.
have financial responsibilities,
Yeah.
and you are looking for someone's validation to set yourself financially free. You need to
That's
ask
not
yourself,
wise.
you need to ask yourself, really, like, does that really happen? That person that you're waiting to validate you, that person does not share, even if that person, regardless the fact that the person is your spouse, may not
Mm-hmm.
share that the level of financial freedom vision with you.
Exactly. Yes.
Do you
Correct.
understand? So ask
Yeah.
yourself, what do you want? And then, do you know the one that makes me laugh the most
Mm-hmm.
is when I see that people are not just trying to validate with their spouses. but
Mm,
their friends,
mhm.
and neighbors and
Imagine.
co-workers, like
Can
people
you
that
imagine?
are okay the way they are, people that have no ambition to move a step higher from the level where they are. They are the
Mhm,
people that you are bringing something to, and you're saying, what do you think about? What do you want them to think about it? They don't even know what it is. They don't
mhm.
understand what it is. Do you
Yeah,
understand? So
yeah,
ask yourself, why do I want to do this? Why do I want to do this?
yeah.
How would this affect my life?
Mhm.
You don't, we need to pass that stage of seeking validation from people, basically.
Honestly,
We need to
yes.
pass that stage of trying to ask people. Like, we are so grown enough and so mature enough in this place. As long as you are over 18 and you have responsibilities, you don't need certain level of validation from
At
people
all.
to
At all.
achieve the things that will change your life.
Yes. Let me tell you
You
what I
know.
realized, right? The moment I realized that my purpose was bigger than my fears,
Mm,
my shyness, it was as though the egg broke
mm-hmm,
and the chicken came out. That's exactly what happened to me, right? Your purpose
mm-hmm,
is much bigger than you. It is bigger than your thoughts. It's bigger than
mm,
how seeks to hold you back. Not everyone deserves access to your vision.
mm-mm.
Because people will always question what they do not understand. They were not there when
Exactly.
they will question it. They
They
will
will
mock
question it.
what they did
They
not
don't
even
know
try to
about.
do. They don't know.
Yes.
And because they do not have the courage, they will discourage you because it requires courage to do what you are trying to do.
And
Right?
you know what? Let me finish that story that I started about that
Mhm.
woman that her spouse was totally against her joining,
Okay. Yeah.
this business, right? At the
Mhm.
end of the day, her spouse
Mhm.
begged to join. He
So
begged
we have
to
many
join.
of them now. Don't we have many of
Many
them?
of them. That
Skeptical spouse.
particular one, he begged. In fact, I heard the lady said, "No, don't come. Don't come
Don't
to me.
even
Go to."
come.
I think the leaders had to intervene to settle the matter,
Wow. Wow.
to say,
Wow.
okay, oh yeah, you don't do
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Do you
Because I mean,
understand?
when the results show up, it's like nobody can dispute that anymore, right?
Bros was
But
going
at
to
that
the
point,
mailbox to pick up
to pick
checks,
the
Constant
text.
K. He showed that
So
drop,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know.
So yeah, so in the end, right, those people with the loudest opinions, they are the ones who did not
Mm,
build in anything, no. They are the ones that
for
never
sure.
took any risk. So be discerning is what we're trying to say here today. And now I think we will just wrap it up, right? Me, my own final words will be
Mm-hmm,
the fact that if you know that something is right for you, your heart will know it. So what you
mm-hmm,
need to do is do your due diligence, right? Make
exactly.
inquiries, get out
Mm-hmm,
of yourself to ask questions, right? Reach
mm-hmm,
out to us, send a DM, or you can just leave a comment. However, just reach out, or you can go to the
mm-hmm,
website. You know, our links are always displayed, right? You can
right.
register so that you can get the information you need for yourself.
Mm-hmm,
You need to follow your mind, not the noise that you're hearing out there. You don't need validation, like she
exactly.
said, right? All you
Mm-hmm,
need is
mm-hmm,
clarity. And here
mm-hmm,
we're bringing to you purpose, something that
right.
has the capacity and the potential to change your life
Mm-hmm,
financially and otherwise. So this is not convincing. This is not pressuring. This is just showing you what's possible of something that
exactly.
we know that it's in your spirit, right? To do
Mm-hmm.
something different from what you've been doing. So I'll leave you, Sharon, to just wrap up. I think,
I just
yeah.
wanna wrap up with this thing that just came to my mind. It's just like when you are trying to negotiate a salary with
Mm-hmm.
HR
Yeah.
that is earning 40, 60,000. You're
Mm-hmm.
trying to negotiate 120,000 per annum salary with HR. No, I won't negotiate with you. I want to negotiate with the hiring manager.
Mm-hmm.
So there are things that does that make sense
Of
already?
cours,
I don't know if
yes.
it has happened to you. Like, I don't
Yeah.
waste my time negotiating salary with HR,
Mm-hmm.
because you don't know what is on the you don't really, your own is to tell me what's the case, what's the whatever fixed interview,
Exactly.
let me speak with the I don't have any business negotiating salary.
Mm-hmm.
When that time comes, I will sit face to face with the hiring manager and we'll discuss salary. That's just how it is, right? You don't
Exactly.
talk certain things with some people that really don't have that much say in your
Exactly.
life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that is just what I want to end with,
Okay. So
guys.
thank you so much. That's the wisdom we've brought here today. And I hope this
Thank
blesses
you.
somebody today. We'll come and see you again, maybe tomorrow or next tomorrow, but we'll let you know when we're free to be able to have another conversation. But until
Awesome.
tomorrow, have a great night rest. God
Have a
bless you.
great night, y'all. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.